Eggs have been a staple of human diets for centuries, treasured for their versatility and nutrition. But as we age, especially past the age of 50, it's worth stopping to reconsider how something so familiar can influence our health in profound ways. The humble egg, often overlooked, holds tremendous potential to strengthen our bodies, sharpen our minds, and support our longevity. Yet, without care, it can also contribute to hidden problems that quietly accumulate over the years. For adults over 50, maintaining muscle mass, bone density, and cognitive health becomes increasingly important. Eggs offer a rich source of high-quality protein, essential vitamins like B12 and D, minerals such as choline, and powerful antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients help repair tissues, keep our brains alert, and support our immune systems. But the real question isn't just whether you eat eggs, it's how you eat them. Let's begin with one of the most common mistakes: frying eggs in unhealthy oils or with too much butter. While the aroma of sizzling eggs might be comforting, the saturated fats and trans fats in certain oils can increase cholesterol, putting your heart at risk. Instead, opt for boiling, poaching, or scrambling eggs with a drizzle of olive oil, which supports heart health and adds beneficial monounsaturated fats. Next, consider what you serve alongside your eggs. Pairing them daily with processed meats, such as bacon or sausage, loads your meal with sodium and nitrates, which have been linked to higher blood pressure and increased risk of stroke. Fresh vegetables, leafy greens, or whole grains are much gentler on your arteries and help create a balanced, nourishing breakfast. Another subtle mistake is overcooking eggs. When eggs are cooked at high temperatures until rubbery or crispy, some of their delicate nutrients can be destroyed, and harmful compounds may form. Gentle cooking methods like soft boiling or poaching preserve their vitamins and keep the texture pleasant and digestible. How you store eggs matters too. Leaving them unrefrigerated or using eggs past their expiration date can expose you to bacteria like Salmonella, which is especially risky for older adults. Always buy eggs from reputable sources, check the date, and keep them chilled in their original carton. Portion size is another area to watch. While eggs are healthy, excessive consumption can contribute to elevated cholesterol in some sensitive individuals. For most people, 1 to 2 eggs a day is a safe, nutritious amount. But always consult with your healthcare provider, especially if you have heart concerns. Salt is a frequent culprit. Sprinkling generous amounts over eggs adds unnecessary sodium, which can raise blood pressure and strain your kidneys. Try seasoning with herbs, pepper, or a dash of paprika instead. You'll discover new flavors without the health risks. Some people skip the yolk, fearing cholesterol. But the yolk contains most of the egg's nutrients, including choline, which supports memory and mental clarity. Unless your doctor advises otherwise, include the whole egg to reap its full benefits. Egg allergies and sensitivities can develop with age, so pay attention to any unusual reactions: digestive discomfort, headaches, or skin changes. If you suspect a problem, seek medical advice before continuing. Finally, variety matters. Eating eggs the same way every day can make meals monotonous and may lead to nutritional gaps. Experiment with new recipes, mix in different vegetables, and rotate your breakfast choices for a more balanced diet. By making these thoughtful adjustments, you can turn eggs into a daily ally for your health. With each small change, you invest in your energy, your heart, and your mind. The simple act of preparing eggs can become a ritual of self-care, giving you strength and confidence to embrace every morning with vitality. Remember, it's not just about the eggs themselves. It's about how you treat yourself, one meal at a time. Eggs have long been considered a nutritional powerhouse, a source of high-quality protein, essential vitamins, and minerals. But as we age, the way we prepare, eat, and pair eggs with other foods can quietly shape our health for better or worse. Over years of working with patients over 50, I've noticed it's not just what we eat, but how we eat that matters most. Small habits, often overlooked, can either elevate eggs to the status of a true superfood, or, if mismanaged, subtly erode our well-being. Let's take a closer look at the 10 most common mistakes I see and explore how simple tweaks can help you turn eggs into a reliable ally for your heart, brain, and overall vitality. First, let's talk about cooking oils, a detail most people dismiss as unimportant. George, a 61-year-old patient of mine, made a habit of frying his eggs in soybean oil every morning. It was cheap, convenient, and he never gave it a second thought. But his blood work revealed a different story. Chronic inflammation and elevated cholesterol, both risk factors for heart disease. Oils like soybean, corn, and sunflower are high in omega-6 fatty acids. When these oils are heated, they can form harmful compounds that fuel inflammation throughout the body. Over time, this can worsen joint pain, accelerate aging, and place extra stress on the heart. By simply switching to extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil, both rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, George saw remarkable improvements in his joint comfort and cholesterol levels. Sometimes, the smallest change makes the biggest difference. Mistake number 2 is pairing eggs with processed meats. Bacon, sausage, and ham have become classic breakfast companions, but they come at a hidden cost. Processed meats are loaded with nitrosamines, chemicals classified as Group 1 carcinogens by the World Health Organization. They increase inflammation and are directly linked to a higher risk of heart disease and certain cancers. Linda, 65, had always enjoyed eggs with sausage, considering it a harmless pleasure. But her cholesterol and blood pressure crept up year after year. By swapping out sausage for wild-caught salmon and fresh avocado, she saw her numbers drop back into the healthy range within 3 months. The lesson is clear. The company your eggs keep matters just as much as the eggs themselves. Proper storage is another detail that can make or break the health benefits of eggs, especially for those over 50. Many people store eggs in the fridge door for easy access, but this exposes them to frequent temperature changes. These fluctuations create ideal conditions for bacteria to grow, particularly Salmonella. Mike, 70, ended up hospitalized due to food poisoning traced back to this simple mistake. By keeping eggs in their original carton and placing them in the center of the fridge, where the temperature remains steady, you can dramatically reduce your risk of contamination. This is a safety measure that requires no effort, yet yields significant protection. The fourth mistake is overcooking eggs, a habit with hidden costs. Most people enjoy their eggs crispy or well done, unaware that high cooking temperatures destroy key nutrients. When eggs are cooked above 300 degrees, they lose up to 40% of their vitamin B1 and 30% of their folate, both essential for brain health and energy. Meanwhile, the cholesterol in eggs oxidizes, forming oxysterols, compounds linked to heart disease. Instead, try gently scrambling your eggs over low heat or opting for soft-boiled preparations. This preserves their nutrients and keeps harmful compounds at bay. Eating eggs the same way every day may seem safe, but it can lead to nutrient gaps. Our bodies need variety to thrive, especially as we age. Susan, 58, ate boiled eggs every morning for 5 years, yet she felt persistently tired, and her blood tests showed deficiencies in several vitamins. By mixing up her routine, sometimes poached, sometimes scrambled with spinach and tomatoes, she gained renewed energy and a more balanced nutrient profile. The key is diversity. Pairing eggs with fresh vegetables, whole grains, or legumes ensures a broader intake of vitamins and minerals. Fiber is often the missing ingredient in an otherwise healthy breakfast. Most adults in the U.S. get only 12 to 15 grams of fiber daily, well below the recommended amount. This can result in sluggish digestion, elevated cholesterol, and a higher risk of heart problems. Eggs themselves are low in fiber, so it's crucial to complement them with fiber-rich foods. Adding a green smoothie, black beans, or a handful of berries to your breakfast not only helps meet your fiber needs, but also promotes better gut health and steadier energy throughout the day. Leaving eggs unrefrigerated is a risky habit, especially in warmer months. Julia, 63, learned this the hard way when she suffered severe stomach pain after leaving eggs on her kitchen counter for hours before cooking. As we age, Our immune systems become less robust, making us more susceptible to foodborne illness. Always refrigerate your eggs immediately after purchase and never leave them out for extended periods. This simple precaution can prevent serious health issues and keep your meals safe. Eating too many yolks is another common pitfall. Egg yolks are rich in nutrients, including vitamin D and choline, but they also contain cholesterol. For those with a history of heart disease or high cholesterol, moderation is key. I often advise patients to use one whole egg with additional egg whites for extra protein while keeping cholesterol intake in check. This provides the benefits of eggs without increasing cardiovascular risk. Salt is an ingredient that can quietly sabotage your efforts to eat healthy. A heavy hand with the salt shaker can push your sodium intake well above recommended levels, driving up blood pressure and increasing the risk of stroke. Daniel, 66, used to generously salt his eggs, but after cutting back and using herbs or fresh vegetables for flavor, his blood pressure began to normalize. Flavor doesn't have to mean salt. Fresh ingredients can make your meals satisfying without the health risks. Finally, consider hydration, a step almost everyone overlooks. After a night's sleep, our bodies are slightly dehydrated, and eating eggs on an empty, dry stomach can slow nutrient absorption and leave you feeling sluggish. Drinking a glass of warm water before breakfast primes your body for optimal digestion and energy, ensuring you get the most benefit from your meal. In summary, eggs can be a true superfood, packed with protein, vitamins, and minerals, when you prepare and enjoy them mindfully. By making these 10 simple changes, you can support your heart, sharpen your memory, and keep your body strong for years to come. It's not about dramatic overhauls, but about small, thoughtful adjustments that add up to lasting health. Start today, and let your breakfast be the foundation for a vibrant, energetic life.